Hope you enjoyed your weekend holiday, fam. Got to be careful, though. I try to stay out of harm's way, man. Just do all the cooking and barbecuing around the house, if you have to barbecue. I'd rather have meals catered, but you can't even do that right now because caterers might come in with something. This is why the safe haven right now is to stay with football, basketball, anything you want to do, but just stay away from the rest of the real world. God. Fam, it's funny today because, when I see, didn't Johnathan Cyprien say, did he make it clear that he wasn't interested in playing on no practice squad? He did that just a couple of weeks ago, right? But as of this hour, Johnathan Cyprien, welcome to the 49ers. And he will be on the practice squad on this Sunday, fam. Before the season opens, next Sunday, this time we go jumping. And there's Mostert cuts right. He cuts behind new left tackle, Trent Williams. And I mean, there was 40 yards in every direction. The guy that was coming after Mostert is still down. Touchdown, Niners! But fam, right now, before we get to that madness that starts next week, let's go ahead now, because I want to talk about the unusually talented Niners practice squad and how interesting this season just may be as a result of that CBA agreement. Now, see this, I didn't see this coming. And because this new format, it could change things a lot. You know what? I'm not sure how long they're going to hold on to this. They extended to 6, but when I just got through rereading it just a bit ago, this may be a permanent arrangement. Maybe not 6 deep, but 4 deep vets. Also, in Niners-related news, it sounds like Pettis has turned things around, regaining the trust of the 49ers coaching staff. Per John Lynch said today during a conference call with reporters, quote, "I'm really proud of Dante and the commitment he made this offseason. I think he was disappointed, as were we, in what transpired last year and what didn't transpire. There's no one to blame for that, but how do you fix it? You go to work." Pettis, right? Did you ever know that we were going to have this conversation? Because a lot of us had Pettis cutting out of here before the preseason even got started, right? Shoot, Pettis has come back with a vengeance. John goes on to say, Dante, to his credit, because we didn't have a traditional offseason, put that work in. And I just think he did what he needed to do physically. And Lynch continues, I think he's a stronger football player. And then I think the biggest thing from a mentality, he's hungry. And that has shown on the field. Hey, man, you know what? You might as well start getting that money together, man, because I think you and I both may be wearing a Dante Pettis jersey soon, man. Unquote. Dante P. Dante, have we talked about anybody more than Dante Pettis in this offseason, preseason? I mean, after the draft, all we could do was think about moving out space for players, and Dante was one of the sacrificial lambs along with Solomon T. and maybe others. But, I mean, it's funny. Solomon T. and Dante Pettis look real solid for now. Let's see if they stay rock solid during the course of the season, which is what John Lynch also inferred. Now, let's see if he can bring the new mentality, the drive, the incentive, the scars left from last year. That was a hit on boy. You talk about making a man look really bad. You're the Super Bowl. You got there. And what are you going to tell people years from now? Yeah, I didn't play in the game. I was on the sidelines. Can you explain that? No. Matt Barrows of The Athletic reported on Friday that the 49ers looked into Kello Witherspoon this past week. He was supposed to be traded, right? Okay. So our GM put that in the fake news category. Can you imagine? And John, while speaking with reporters via a conference call earlier today, denied that such discussions ever took place, saying, quote, "Well, it's not true. We never had that conversation, Matt." and speaking of Matt Miyoko, who asked about it, you know what? There's a lot of conversations with our scouting department. We field calls, we make calls, but that was one we never initiated a talk there. There's always people calling about certain things, but we have no interest in moving on from Akello. We're really excited about his development, where he's at, and his opportunity to help our team. We're big fans. We were when we drafted him, and we remain big fans. That was never a discussion. Unquote. See, Matt Barrows is a guy that I never second guessed. Matt Barrows says it. I have him almost up there with Rappaport and some others, man. I mean, Matt doesn't just say things. Matt Miyoko. We got two guys in the Bay Area reporters, about four actually, that are really solid. You're not going to get a lot of BS from them. And this is kind of interesting. Who's telling the truth here? I got to believe it's got to be John Lynch is a straight up dude when it comes to things like this. Ain't he? Do you remember Eric hitting us with something we found out later wasn't true? So I don't know. J.J. Nelson's been released. So I guess Tavon Austin was the guy from the beginning. So that's the end of that. So hey, let's just get right into this, though, because Kevin White, the 7th overall pick in 2015 draft, has now become the 49er. You know, I wanted Kevin White in 2015. I said, man, I wish we could get Kevin White. Had no idea what I was talking about. Had no idea what I was looking at. Had no idea he was made out of soap. The 49ers had released White on Saturday. Joining White on the 49ers practice squad is veteran Dion Jordan. And somebody mentioned that also Demontre Moore has signed up with the Hawks. I think I would have rather have Moore than Jordan. We'll see what happens because maybe, the 49ers made no attempt to go after Demontre. The Niners also gave a spot on the practice squad to veteran safety Johnathan Cyprien, as you know. And this year, teams can have up to 6 members of the practice squad with limited experience. The March 2020 CBA picked the number at 4. The supplemental agreement reached during the pandemic increased the minimum from 4 to 6, as I mentioned earlier. Also on the Niners practice squad are receivers River Crackcraft. Say, hey, listen, if you know what? It could be craft. You can play with the word. You can play with the nouns and consonants and verbs like this all you want. I mean, the verbs and consonants. He's gonna get. If he was on my team, I know I'd mess with him with that name. Defensive lineman Darian Daniels will be staying with us. Offensive lineman Hronis Grasu, frighteningly, will stay with us. Tight end Chase Harrell, Chase Harrell became a fan favorite. Remember quarterback Tim Harris Jr.? We drafted year before last year. He's going to stay. And we will also be keeping JaMycal Hasty. Everybody's running back to set. Man, how come we can't keep JaMycal Hasty? Because you're not going to get rid of Jeffrey Wilson Jr. And TC is apparently untouchable. I'm not against TC. I'm just saying. I want to retract that statement. And we're not getting rid of TC without that other stuff being mentioned, which is uncalled for. Hey, and fullback Josh Hoskin, I like this because if anything happens to Juice, you call him in. Hopefully Juice doesn't go down, and if Juice does take a day or a week off, hopefully it's like week 7, week 8. Let's get Hoskin up to speed, right? And Juwan Jennings. Yes, Jennings is going to stay with us, and I'm delighted. Why is Dante Johnson? Dante Johnson's name is on this list. Dante says, you guys are going to call me at some point anyway, so I might as well be available right here in the facility. And also the good news is Jared Maiden is not going anywhere. O-lineman Dakota Shepley, also William Sweet, and finally Joe Walker is going to stay with us too. So these are good things. We don't have any trash on this practice squad. I'm not sure about where to classify Dante Johnson. You know what? Didn't Dante Johnson make an appearance last year? He wasn't bad, was he? I think he's going to be a career practice squad phone call guy, but still. Guero Mangia, what's up, Guero? He said, hey, we are so close for our opener, September 13th, 2020, singing ooh la la, ooh la la la. Oh, Jermaine Price, what's up? Quest for 6 starts Sunday. Yes, Rod Manhammer. It was 106 degrees today. I hope that affected the Lambs' practices. That facility's not indoors, is it? No, the Rams Stadium's not it. That indoors? That's an indoor facility, though. You got to get there back and forth. You could melt that way. Damian Lee, what's up? It hurt me to see Demetrius Moore with the Seahawks. I still think we need backup help on defensive end. Well, you got Dion Jordan, and you got also Hyder. So we got two guys that cover both Nick and D. I don't know about Dion Jordan if he's better than Demetrius Moore. Kirk the Comedian says, revenge tour time. Who can beat us? Nobody. Oh. Roy boys, go Niners fam. We are coming hard for number 6. I'm more than ready for some football. And DJ Malone says, one week until we can obliterate the rest of our division without mercy. 1 week until we get a slaughter to the rest of the NFC. Let's take what is rightfully ours and win Super Bowl 6. Big body Griff, what's up, fam? Big body in the house. What's up, Ronbo? Been a long time. Yes, it has, fam. And Mike Tucker says, turned 49 today. Mike! I get Mike almost a happy birthday song. Does he want a happy birthday song? He didn't. You know what? Unless you request that awful song, I won't just throw that on you. Happy birthday, Mike. For now, if you want that song, let me know. Roy Boy, shout out from Coldwater, Michigan. We are coming hard for 6. Revenge Tour 2020. All gas, no brakes, and no prisoners. Jimmy G for MVP. Anthony Baker says, Rob, I love you, man. You're the best from Memphis. Anthony, you are the best from Memphis as well. Oh, man. And Guano says, hey, Pettis better play great. No excuses. Look at Pettis. So the dude's neck got bigger. Pettis has gotten bigger. His attitude has changed. And like John Lynch said, he's hungry. Phil, chill. Phil. Phyllis, there's no anxieties that you need to cure today, but I'd love to hear your feelings on how good our practice squad is, or if you don't think it's that good, let us know how you feel about that as well.
It's what I expected. It's what I expected. Everybody signed up with the practice squad, that nobody yelled out and went somewhere else. So,
Johnathan Cyprien.
That's a good thing. They want to be with the Niners, and I'm glad they kept Jordan Reed. I was worried because we had nobody with Ronald Blair being out, nobody to back up D. Ford or Nick if one of those guys go down. So that's.
Oh, you mean Dion Jordan? I just realized Jordan Reed.
Dion
Jordan.
Yeah.
So they had to.
Yeah, I think that was a good thing. Hockett was a good choice because, like you said, if Juice goes down. Then what are you going to do?
Yeah, and he goes down every year at least a week.
You can see what they're doing. You can actually see what they're doing. As far as the management goes.
I was thinking the same.
So anyway, it's what I expected, and I'm glad everything's working out. I'm glad Debo looks like he's going to start game 1, and we put Debo and Kendrick in the wide receiver spot, and we'll go from there,
You're putting Trent Taylor in the slot, too. I tell you what, I like that combination. Every guy out there knows what they're doing. Jordan Reed, George Kittle, my tight ends. Ross Dwelly looks like he's going to be back in time. That foot's okay now. We're pretty much offensively full force. I can't wait to see Jerick McKinnon's first catch. Phil, I'm going to get such a rush. There's McKinnon, and
I think defensively we're there too. Everybody looks like they're coming back right at the right time, and D. Ford and Nicky B is gonna play. So we're right there, right where we need to be. So I'm worried about Arizona. I'm always worried about Arizona. There's every season I'm worried about Arizona. So
especially now,
you know how they play up.
Oh man.
Yeah. So it's just a matter, and what's it going to be like without fans? It's going to be something weird.
Well, you know what, Phil? Because you're not going to be out in the parking lot and enjoy. If you're watching on TV, I don't think you're going to notice any difference because if they're going to pipe in the noise, that's going to set your mind.
Yeah, but I think the NFL's limited the amount of noise you can pipe in and when you can pipe it in. You can't pipe it in
they got
during plays. So
so they do
that
have
takes away Seattle's advantage.
guidelines. Yeah. The Hawks are talking about bringing fans in. I don't know. It is a league mandate that there will not be fans? Or is that just...
No, there is no mandate.
Okay, so it's just...
It depends upon the state, the municipality, what they can do and what they can't do. So some teams are going to have an advantage, some teams aren't.
Mm-hmm.
I know for the first 3 games at least, we're not going to have fans. The 2 in New York, they've banned that. So, and then we've got game 4 here against Philly. And who knows, we may have something where we can go sparsely or what, but
and I did think I thought there was a few seats being sold, but those are to the high end Jed York buddies. Phil, you mentioned Philadelphia. I've been watching programs, just getting rundowns on teams who they're going to win and lose to. Do you know that it is pretty much agreed that the Eagles are going to beat the 49ers in that Week 4 contest? Aren't they coming to us?
I don't think so. No way.
Yeah,
yeah. They're not. They still got injuries. They've got injuries on their lines, and they've got some issues. So I don't see that. Honestly,
Phil,
I think
the
first 6 games they're going to be the favorite in every one of the first 6 games. So and where we go from there, I don't know. But I can't see us being an underdog in too many games this year, other than maybe the Saints at the Saints.
Yeah, in which we always are.
Yeah, and, I just don't see it. Seattle maybe, depending on what the records are at that time. But I don't see...
Remember, they don't have the 12th man. So, they're like everybody else. And they may be
even
more vulnerable.
Well, they may have the 12th man by the time we play him. So you never know. So
we're talking about the 12th man like he's dangerous. Man, God.
Well, that's all they got.
I know,
that's
right?
All they got.
Well, that's all you got.
Yeah,
God.
And I was so happy that Jadeveon Clowney signed with the Tennessee Titans.
Isn't that awesome?
Because that was the one team we don't play, and we don't have to worry about them. And,
there you go.
And Seattle has no pass rush. I don't know who they're going to rely on.
They brought what's his name back?
Honestly.
Oh, what's
Old Man River. What?
Let's see. Wright's already.
Crutches?
I forgot who it was, but he had 8 sacks last year, so they bring him back to have some kind of a pass rush. Phil, you know who their 12th man is, Phil? We have to worry about the refs. That's their 12th man. That's their real 12th man. 13th, 14th, and 15th, making them ridiculous calls. I will never, Phil, I'm still upset about that call.
Too, so.
Oh, yeah. But I'm still upset about that call on Garland. 40 yards of real estate between that ref and the play that's going on behind him, and he threw a flag. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Jesus
But that's
Christ.
the past, Rombo,
I know. I can't let it go.
It didn't matter anyway.
I still wake up screaming about that, Phil. God, Jesus. My God. We could have lost that game behind that crap. Whoa.
Yeah. Well, we didn't.
Okay.
We overcame
it. Yeah, we did.
Sign of a good team.
I got to let it go.
I just like our team. We're ready to go. I'm glad the season's being played. I would have been really mad if we had this team and we didn't get to play with them, and watch them, because I think this team can go all the way, honestly. So
all they just got to keep their personnel. Keep the personnel out there. We can easily win this one.
Yeah. I just want your cardboard figure to yell loud. Right?
I can't. Because don't let me see that on the screen, but I'm going to lose I'm going to laugh pretty hard.
Put a little microphone and then attach it to the show that you do during the game. Oh, that'd be story stuff.
Oh,
all right, Ronbo. Anyway, I'm pretty happy. I'm going to have the tailgate gang over at my house. Do a brisket and smoke it for 16 hours. And
that meat's going to melt in your mouth. God.
And we'll have that before the game, but I'm going to have all my tailgate guys here. So,
sounds like a good time.
We're ready. We're ready.
Yeah, you are.
All
All
right.
right, Phil. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to
You
go.
take care.
And you too. I'll still talk to you tomorrow if you get some time. All right. Night, Phil.
All right.
Oh,
Later.
God. And by the way, I see Jagger, is that Jagger? It was Jagger, Jagger 805. It's like Mitch. I don't know. Ronbo, will you be doing a live stream for the first game? Oh, God, I can't even help myself. Yes. I'll be looking for you. Dave! Come on in, Dave! Where is Dave? Dave. Oh, Guerrero. Guerrero, thanks for these contributions, fam. He says, me too, Ronbo. Mad about that
Ronbo.
call, and that's why Seattle being winning games with those refs. They do that every year. Is that Dave?
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, Dave. Dave, man, we're sitting here looking at the maybe the greatest practice squad we've ever had. I mean, it's bizarre this year. Dave, you look at all the things that this accursed virus is affecting and things that will never go back to the way they were. I mean, of course, we'll recover from it, but there are some things in place now that will be with us permanently due to this virus. And this could be one of them. Every team is setting up their practice squads because of you may lose players. And unlike baseball and NBA, the NBA is in a bubble. Baseball has an endless supply of players due to minor league ball and everything. They can go get other players. We have players on the practice squad that are like set aside. If anything goes wrong, you got 6 guys. What are the odds of losing all of them? Probably none.
Right.
So,
Right.
and you look at Cyprian, and like Phil just said a minute ago, it could be for you got to look at a guy like Cyprian. What if we can't sign Kwaski T next year? There's Cyprian, right? You train him now. It's amazing how they're setting up. We got a brilliant organization. Dave, what are your feelings on this stuff?
I'm surprised Cyprian made it through the waivers. I mean, I'm surprised. I thought someone would have snatched him up. To be totally honest with you,
True.
He had an impressive camp. I mean, I know he's been kind of hurt in the last few years, but I'm very surprised. A team out there didn't need, a backup safety. So I'm definitely surprised that he made it back. I'm happy though, man. I think we I think we was able to get a lot of those guys back. I think all those guys back on the practice squad. I'm excited, man. I guess my biggest concern would be our edge depth, and I just was looking online. I think Clay Matthews is still out there.
Wait,
I think he would be cheap.
I thought he was signing with somebody. Who was trying to get
I
Clay
didn't see it.
Matthews?
I just looked it up. Yeah, I just looked it up. This was from, I think, yesterday, from the 4th, or I think it was the last update from the 4th. And I think Clay Matthews is still out there. So there would be something I think that would be cheap. I think Guy Wake from Tennessee is out there. I mean, I'd like to see us get a little more depth at edge.
Mm-hmm.
Behind. I don't know about Kerry Hyder. What's his name?
Corey?
Yeah, Hyder.
Corey, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Corey
about.
Hyder. Yeah, I don't know about him, man. I've heard he's had a great camp. I know he brings a lot of energy, but, I'm concerned about something, just making sure we got proper depth at the edge. But
I got to believe Matthews.
Good, man. I feel good.
And, I agree with you. I think Matthews probably be better than Hyder. We know what I've never seen. I don't remember ever watching a game that I remember the name Corey Hyder. But Kosurik seems to love him. We'll see.
He loves him. I mean, I think he's one of those stories you want, he's one of those stories you want to make it, one of those guys that everybody's going to be cheering when he makes a play and all that. But I mean, I don't know. I can't speak on him. I don't know a lot about him. I just think we need some depth right there. But otherwise, man, I'm happy, man. I think we should be able to take care of Arizona. Arizona, I think Arizona is going to be. I think we can blow those guys out. I think we obviously have way more talent on both sides of the ball than they have. But if it's a close game, I think hey, it could go either way. I don't want it to be close. I want us to go ahead and dominate them and get them on out of the way. They like to do the quick passes, the quick screens, the quick, the 3-4-5 wide, quick stuff, draws.
How do
they
you
want to
think?
keep us off balance.
I was going to wait till maybe Friday or so to talk about that game, but what is that guy the kid they just drafted, the George Kittle, Travis
Isaiah Simmons.
Slash?
Yeah, Isaiah Simmons.
That's going to be the marquee matchup of the night going into that game, right? Everybody we talk about, well, the Cardinals have picked up an antidote for George Kittle. Now, how George Kittle will handle this situation.
With Jordan Reed is his kryptonite, because now he has to figure out which person do I want to put my attention on. You can't put your attention on both of them. Buda Baker already showed he can't handle George, so you signed him to make him almost the highest paid safety. But between those two guys, they got a lot to worry about, man. I mean, between Jordan Reed and George Kittle, Reed and Kittle, they got a lot to worry about. I'm not worried about it. I think he's going to be a dynamic player, but they still have too many holes, man. They have way too many holes on defense. We could line up and just pound them, I think, all the way down the field. I think we can slow the pace of the game down and just drive the ball down. Keep the ball out of Kyler Murray's hands, slow it down, and run our pace, run the ball, play action, and just wear them down. I think we should be able to take care of them, man. Absolutely.
In our division, we got two teams that went out and actively seek. They put a search on for a Kittle stopper.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna Adams, Simmons. The Rams don't have anybody to do it. You know what? I'm gonna keep a score during the season as to how many of these people picked up were effective to stop George Kittle. It's going to be, like you said, though, it's going to be more difficult now because George has got a running buddy. So you can stop George all day if you want to.
You got a running buddy.
Yeah, that's only going to kill you now.
Or we can put big Charlie Warner in there and just pound you all the way down the field, man. I mean, what you gonna do about that? I hope you eat your Wheaties, man, because you got a lot coming at you, man, every play. But I'm excited, my brother. I'm so excited. Here in Atlanta, we did a kind of a drive-through for a good friend of ours. The little kid's having open heart surgery. So the alumni here in Atlanta, we all had 30 or 40 people from the group came by and supported our family here that's a big 49ers fan. We did that today and to show support. We have a big following here in Atlanta. We have a restaurant we go to and watch the games at, man, and sometimes to 100, 150 people out there. So we really really happy about that. That we did that for our fellow 49ers today. So
all right.
We're excited, man. We are excited. Man. Yeah. What are you thinking, man, about the game? What's your scope on everything, man?
I've made it clear. I've made it no secret coming down to even before weeks ago. I don't like dealing with the Cardinals. Here's the thing.
I don't.
They're not a better team, but there's matchup issues that I worry about.
Right.
Some teams just have some teams' numbers. They came real close last year. Better than
very close.
More difficult teams that we played, like the Green Bays, the Vikings, and things like that. We beat them to death.
Exactly.
But we struggle with the Cardinals, and that's a bad thing. That's why I say it's a matchup
issue. Big plays,
issue.
Man.
Yeah.
Matchup issues. I mean, you got a 5'9" quarterback. We got, hopefully with Big Kinlaw, obviously Armstead. Guys got to get their hands up, man. Hopefully try to bat those balls down. I hope it's something that they've been working with Kinlaw. I know he did pretty well on that in college, but they'll drop Murray back 10, 15 yards, man, just to give him some space to throw it. So we got to get our hands up. We got to watch the short stuff, the gimmick stuff, the quick screens and the end arounds and all that stuff. But we can just keep everything in front of us, man, and just slow the pace of the game down. I think we'll be fine. We can overpower them because we have obviously better players than they have. So it shouldn't be a problem, man.
Overall, we
have better players than most. Yeah, we have better players, way better players. So no excuse for us to take care of those guys, man.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah.
Do you know? I think Murphy. All his little scampers. He averages 5+ yards. You know what?
He's
okay.
Dynamic, man.
There's no need to worry about it. You know what? Fitzgerald bothers me. He won't age. He's still doing the same things to the 49ers as he's always done.
Hopkins, man. Hopkins, man.
Our secondary's going to get tested.
The little speedster, that's, Isabella, that guy had a big play on us last year. I think it was one Sherman or somebody had a bad angle on him, and He was able to break that tackle and scamper for 30, 40 yards. Kenyon Drake had a big game on us.
See,
I think, what's the status of Kenyon Drake? Have you heard anything on him?
Phil says he's still walking around in a leg boot, so I don't know. But, Jay, we got to go. We ran out of time. We're going to talk about the game this weekend anyway. I'll be back tomorrow. Actually, we can talk some more. All right.
All right, man. Well, take care. Keep doing your thing, man. Much love through from the ATL, my guy.
Thanks, family. And great to hear from what y'all doing out in Atlanta, too. That's awesome. All right?
Absolutely.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Absolutely, buddy. All right, buddy. Thanks.
Night.
Good night.
Elliot!
What's up, my guy?
Elliot, man,
how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling fine. It's big. You know what I'm saying? So, and grateful to be feeling fine. Nowadays, that ain't no given. Can't take that for granted nowadays. But anyway.
Man, for real.
I'm looking at the practice squad. These are things that I say, some of the things that are going to change the virtual this, the virtual that, the probably restaurants and hotels. We'll probably never have people jammed up in tight crowds again. And then you look at the 49ers practice squad. But now it's not all about a bunch of rookies that you want to put in training. Veterans are allowed to go there as well. That's crazy. And we got a pretty good one. And Cyprian, who said, man, I'll be honest with you, I ain't interested in going to no practice squad. Fast forward till today. There he is, Johnathan Cyprien on the 49ers practice squad. Because somebody else could have picked him up. We got lucky. I like Cyprian.
Yeah. You know what? I'm happy with the practice squad. Pretty much everybody we cut, we felt like we could use at some point in time, and we decided to keep them. We hurried up and got them because I was a little afraid that we was gonna miss out on a couple players because somebody said, "Hey, they cut him. We're gonna take him right now." You know, so seeing everything came out the way it came out, we got Juwan Jennings, we got Jermichael Hastings, we got Maiden. You know, a lot of people are riding high on Tim Harris Jr. I'm not. But if he actually got some talent,
Tim Harris Jr. Yeah,
if he actually got some talent to contribute to this team, I'm all for keeping him or whatever else like that. Dion Jordan, only person I am a little sad to see go was Moore. I think that he was valuable to our backup rotation, but we did keep Dion Jordan. I feel like he's an inspiration to somebody like Eric Armstead. So any motivation that we can keep and have to keep our frontline players motivated, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm actually good with that. You know, there's no betrayal, no backstab, no way. He ain't got no reason to feel no kind of way because he actually, no matter the fact that Dion has not proved to be the player that he came out as, he really looks up to that guy.
Jordan didn't show nobody. You know what? Dion Jordan, I don't know what happened to him in training camp, but he said he just wasn't making no plays. So I don't know what that's about. Elliot, he's a PED guy. I wonder if he relied on them PEDs probably before he even got into the NFL. Is he good due to boosts from drugs? Or is he good? How did you become so after the draft?
I don't know, man. I seen him when he played for the Raiders, he's a huge guy. I don't understand how he's as big as you are and you can't be more effective than what you have been displaying. So I don't know. Maybe hopefully playing with a team like ours, at some way, somehow, it'll free him up to be more of a one-on-one player, and he can learn from some of these guys on our defense and prosper, and be a much better player. But that's gonna take some injuries for him to even get on the field.
Yeah. But we be coming up with. Hopefully, it's not anything serious. But people do get hurt all of a sudden. Maybe they got to take a week off. You can afford to take. Yeah, it's like an epidemic every year. But now you can actually afford for certain positions because every year each and every year, Elliott. Kwaski, T goes down. And he said he was playing in pain last year. Kwaski was supposed to take some time off last year, but we was in a Super Bowl crease. He can't take himself out now. You stay in there, bear that pain, and get your job done. And he did a good job. But if he's hurting, he can say, Coach, I'm hurting. All right. Go ahead. Let's give you a week off, see how you feel. We're going to bring Cyprian in to cover for you. And see, now I feel so good about that. Yeah. Because I tell you, we should have lost that game to the Saints last year. If Spoon did not cook out, oh, man.
Hey, not only that, Ronbo, I actually think that we need to learn how to rotate our defensive backfield too, because they do a lot of running. So a fresh backfield, defensive backfield would definitely keep us where somebody running deep or whatever else like that, they're good. They're not just running deep 2 and 3 times, and then they get beat on the 3rd or 4th play because they done ran deep all these times.
That goes for Sherm, too. I agree.
Exactly. I think we should learn how to spell him as well and get the other guys in the game. This is why I always said I felt like we were supposed to draft a cornerback at some point, and we didn't. We didn't even pick one up in the freaking free agency. I think that's going to come back to haunt us at the end of the day because we have too much confidence in what we got instead of bringing somebody up in this and with this veteran group that once Sherman is gone or if he goes down, because he has proved to be able to go down, man.
Yeah.
So if he goes down, that's how we lost that Atlanta game, to be honest with you.
Oh, he was out. That's right.
No defensive backs.
I forgot he was out.
Defensive backs out. Kello not playing well. Rookie year for Mosley. You know what I'm saying? It's just, they wasn't supposed to beat us. I literally was so upset about that loss.
Wait. Elliot, did Julio finally get loose on us in that game?
No, he just got loose at that end of the game. He didn't really do but the problem was they was literally playing 10 yards off of him each time. So
it's not a bad idea.
You can get first downs all day. Just throw for 7 yards. Now you got a 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah. I've always had a problem with making sure to keep people in front of you. This is why this new coach we got, he doesn't exactly believe in that. So we're going to see something different this year as far as that goes. He will go man up in certain situations. He just has to make the right call, though. Don't call at the wrong time. But at certain times, man up. Don't trust.
Yeah, exactly. Let you play your man and get in front of him and disrupt the timing of the route. If you do that and he doesn't get a free release, you'll always give yourself a chance. But if you give him free releases and he pull a double move on you where you think he done been going 7 yards all day and now 3 or 4 times and now he act like and he did, you set yourself up for failure like that.
That's right. And
also, we don't have the greatest cornerbacks outside of Sherman.
Well, and also certain cornerbacks like Drew Brees, he'll pick a zone apart like a surgeon. You cut it up.
Absolutely.
You got to go man every now and then.
Absolutely. The Saints, it's not the Seahawks. The Saints are going to be the thorn in our side this season. Trust me. Just luckily we don't play them this year, so we ain't got to worry about a 50-plus game to beat nobody. We won't have to play them until we see them in a playoff game. If they, if everything meet up the way it's probably gonna meet up. Outside of that,
they'll dominate.
Be good.
We got a team that can dominate now. They're not kids anymore, not little wide-eyed kids that got to the Super Bowl somehow. Now they're hardened vets. I mean, they went through the hell and back, and now they know what it's like. They ain't gonna be, like Richard Sherman says, they ain't got to ask me no questions now. They know.
Exactly. They know. And so I'm happy with how everything transpired. I really don't got too much to say tonight, So I just wanted to say I'm glad when it comes to this subject. I'm glad. And I'm just ready to play, Ronbo. I'm just ready to play.
You ain't got but a few days to go, Elliot. I'm going to see you tomorrow. See what's up.
All right. All right, man. You have a good night, man. Love our 49er fans and everything else that goes along with it, man. And you stay safe out there, all right?
You too, fam. Say hello to the little man for us too. All right.
Oh yeah, he
Hey.
told me to make sure I tell you what's up, Ronbo. He busy right now because he on the video game.
Oh
So you know
God.
how that goes for
Oh
little
yeah, he's
kids.
focused. He's concentrating. He can't be bothered.
Yeah, but he asked me, "You getting on the show tonight?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, tell Ronbo." I said, "What's up?"
Send it
So
back to him.
that's it, man. You have a good night, man,
You
and I'll
too.
listen to the rest of the show. All right.
All righty. Thanks, fam. Night.
All right.
And I see John V says, "For my best friend was disguised as 49ers for life. Dude's a Browns fan. Totally messed with me for months. Figured it out. I wonder how many undercover fans from other teams we got in here. Yeah, when you make discoveries, make sure to post it up. That is hilarious. Oh my God. Rebel D, thanks for that contribution, fam. It's time. It's time. It's Niners time. Rebel D, wait a minute. That sounds familiar. Vader, is that you? Let's go. Dollar Bill Will.
Ronbo, what up, man?
Oh, it's funny because we was crying about what we didn't want to lose yesterday. We said, oh, Lord, please, we got to keep Jermichael Hasty. We've had enough of TC. He could have went somewhere. We can't get rid of Jeffrey Wilson Jr. What we go do? Well, he's on our team, and he could be brought in at any time. And also, you look at Jared Maiden, not going anywhere. Juwan Jennings, everybody was hurting about that. All of our miseries overnight are no longer an issue. And of all people, Mr. Cyprian made it clear, man, I ain't playing no practice squad, y'all. I'm Johnathan Cyprien. What I look like on a practice squad? Johnathan, on a 49ers practice squad, it doesn't look bad. You're going to get to play, man, more than likely. So chill. But, Will, what do you think about the events today? And also, let us go back to Dante Pettis, a changed man. I love this stuff. And Spoon ain't going nowhere. Lynch said, look, I ain't said nothing about trading Noah Keller with a Spoon. I don't know what's up with that. We are big fans of Spoon. Go ahead, Will.
That's probably the dumbest thing John Lynch ever said. I'm mad at him. I'm mad at him about that, man, because he know good and well that Keller Witherspoon is not a good cornerback. He's not. Every time he gets in the game, he always gives up the big play. So we all seen it. They saw it. I mean, I don't know why John always have a wholehearted thing about it. Like my boy Trey said, he too cute and cuddly with Keller Witherspoon, man. So I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it, man. But it is what it is, man. But I'll move on from that. But anyway, man.
Will, just one thing I want to say before you go, though. Will, it's amazing. You never, ever hear Kyle Shanahan will say little things that you know what he's thinking about a player, but Lynch will never, ever say anything bad about anybody on our team. So we got to be, I'm a little concerned about that. I need a little honesty as far as that goes. Don't harp about how much you appreciate a guy and you don't really. That scares me. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. I mean, just PR answers, I guess. But it is what it is, man. We see what's going on every Sunday. We watch these games. We fans of the game. We fans of the 49ers. We watch these games every Sunday. We see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why, John act like, Keller is some top-notch corner when he's not. I mean, it is what it is, man. You gotta keep a guy's confidence up, but that's the NFL. But yeah, man. The practice squad, man. I think all the rest of these 31 teams that messed up and not claiming none of these guys. So I believe we got the best practice squad in the league. Jermichael Hasty or Juwan Jennings, Cyprian, all them guys, man. They even Kevin White. I'm glad. To be honest, I'm glad we got Kevin White.
I'm curious.
If the opportunity comes, if the opportunity comes that Kevin White gets in the game, someone gets hurt and Kevin White has to get in the game, I feel that Kyle Shanahan can put him in the best position to succeed on the field. So I'm interested about that as well. But yeah, man, we got a good roster and we got a great practice squad, and I'm loving it. And but
you know
the
what
thing is just
Will, hold on just a second. Anybody on the chat, if you know of anybody else's practice squad, because I didn't get a chance to check in all that stuff yet. I'm curious, Will, how many other teams have 4 or 5 to 6 veterans? I imagine all of them do. That look good. I'm really curious about it. Texas boy with your. Hey, who you got on your practice squad? All right, go ahead, Will.
So, Texas squad, you should have been knocked him out the. You shouldn't even come on your YouTube chat. Y'all should have been blocked him. But anyway, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, the one thing, it's just one little thing that the previous caller talked about, and that I agree with, is the edge rushing position. D Ford, I need D Ford to please be healthy all 16 games.
Oh,
please.
It's asking a lot. I'm glad we got people.
Because, I mean, that goes for him and Bosa. Man. We need both of them guys to be healthy all 16 games going into the playoffs, because Dion Jordan is on the practice squad. Now, that picture doesn't fit the frame. He's been bullied. I mean, he's been pushed to the ground, and like a little kid on a playground. I don't know. I don't trust him if opportunity comes for him to get on the field. That's just something that concerns me. That's probably the only thing that concerns me. That's why it's very important for because got what's his name? Blair. Yeah, Blair. Yeah, Blair's out for
6 weeks.
5 to 6 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, it's real important that Bosa and Ford remains healthy all 16 games, because I don't want us to be put in the position where we got to put Dion Jordan out there and we ain't gonna have nothing on that side that he's on. Hyder, Krojrick, Kasaric, he's vamped up his defensive line. So if he's interested in Hyder, if he thinks Hyder is great,
he must be some kind of good, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna take his word for it. He has to be doing something on that field for Krojrick to like it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm loving it, man. So it's just important that we have those guys out there on the field, Bosa and Ford, man, because I just don't want to be put in a position where we got to have them out there on the field. Or have Dion Jordan out there on the field. We can't,
Sure. Let me just pass out a warning. Joe Sylvan, don't spam. That's not allowed. We'll warn you once, maybe twice, but that's it. All right, go ahead, Joe.
But yeah, man. Yeah, but other than that, man, I'm loving it. I love the practice squad, man. So it is what it is, man. But that's all I got for tonight.
Yeah, it's and that's plenty, because I want to see what happens next. It's practice, especially when we hear about practice. So this is gonna be interesting to see, because there's gonna be some days when the practice squad is gonna show out, because you know how it goes. You have days when the practice squad is out playing the main team. And they got enough people out there. When you look at the corners, you look at Maiden, you look at Juwan out there trying to make a name for himself, probably feeling like y'all made a mistake. I like having guys out there that are going to prove themselves. It pushes the tempo of the practice. So, okay. All right, well, I'll see you tomorrow then.
And one more thing. I understand what Cyprian was saying about how he, no player wants to play in the NFL to play on the practice squad. So when Cyprian was asked that question, he said the right answer. I mean, I would have said that answer too. You're just not going to settle. You're not on the field to settle to be on the practice squad. You have to on the
Dante
field
Johnson.
You're
right.
Right. That's it. They might well go ahead and give Dante Johnson a multi-contract, because he always ends up on this team. Always. He doesn't go away. He's like a mosquito.
You can't get him. And by the way, John Lynch appreciated Cyprian. He mentioned that too. He appreciated Cyprian's attitude. He can appreciate that, just like you're saying. I don't need no player to say I can accept being on the practice squad. Now that I think about it, if you say that, I'm going to cut you, and I ain't bringing you back in the practice squad, because you have settled for mediocrity. No. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. I ran across that. So, all right. Anyway, all right, Will. I'm going to see you tomorrow, fam.
All right, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my TNT fan, man. My player partner, Drake. Drake Trade, Big Show, Russo, all them guys, man. Shout out to the Ronbo Sports Fan Club, Rico, Jersey, Joe, Sheik, Sue, all them guys. Hey, Super Bowl 55, Tampa Bay, Florida. It will not be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It'll be the San Francisco 49ers versus to be announced. If the Rams, if Rudy, they only scored 3 points. They came third in the NFC West. They got them ugly jerseys. They got Jalen Ramsey. Don't know what to do with them. They got them for no reason because they're going to lose anyway, and they broke. All right, Mama.
I will. I actually do feel sorry for Jalen Ramsey. You know, you left the skillet right into the fire. If you thought that the Jags were having issues, what do you think you just got yourself into now? Alex!
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Oh, Alex, I'm looking at these developments. I can't, you know what? I don't want to see or hear about anybody else suffering from COVID-19, but the rearranging of everything we know that is normal is interesting. This is something that has come from the misery we're suffering. I just wonder, how long can you keep veterans on your team, and will they restructure, say, monies? If I put a ceiling on what you can play a guy that's on the practice squad, because that's only fair to the people on the main squad, right? But you have a maximum amount of money. Everybody shouldn't just get paid the standard fee. You know what I mean? So this way you might be able to keep some quality players on your practice squad with the notion that I can move you up at any time because you can move you in 2 weeks at a time. And in certain games, I'm going to switch you guys around because we got more personnel to work with now. Because quite frankly, Alex, the 53-man roster has always been too limited. And you only can shoot up 46 guys for the game? Come on, man. This makes a game I don't want to make it tough for teams every week, which is what that rule seems like it is. I want to make it entertaining. So if I got full force from first quarter to fourth quarter, because if somebody goes down, I want to be able to get a guy next week, that I can work with that's going to keep the intensity up. But Alex, your feelings on these things?
Yeah, I like the practice squad. I'm not really surprised that a lot of other teams didn't pick our guys up because
Cyprian.
Well, I feel like a lot of teams didn't really pick up other players from other squads except like decently known commodities. So I think that worked in our favor with because everyone's saying, "Oh, I'm so surprised Juwan Jennings didn't get picked up, or Jermichael Hasty or Cyprian." And I think we can get a little biased in our reports because we're the only ones that are like reading these reports every day. So without preseason, teams don't really know how these guys are doing, except their own, our own front office and our own coaches. So I think that worked out in our favor because Cyprian, I mean, like you were saying, like, are there really any other practice squads with this many vets on the practice squad? So I like the depth that we got because, our team is known to be having injuries, knock on wood. But it is a good sign for our depth going forward.
Yeah. I can't wait till later on. I'm going to go see what other teams did. I mean, so I can make some comparisons, That's an interesting thing. And Kevin White, I've always been curious. Maybe he's been in the wrong system, Alex. Maybe he's been with the wrong coaches. Maybe Shanahan is the guy he needed a long time ago. We couldn't get rid of our other guys.
I feel like with Kevin White, it's been his injuries that has stopped him. But yeah, maybe Shanahan can
nurse him back to health.
Maybe
his career.
Yeah, nurse him back to health. Maybe he can, let him or like pull something out of him. I mean, he was a first-round pick for a reason. There was valuable skill set. There's valuable skill sets that dude had, and I remember I kind of wanted him coming out too.
Like 2015, right?
I mean, that says a lot. So yeah.
He was a
combine warrior. I can't wait for Sunday, Ronbo.
But that, we got to be careful about that. There's been so many guys that came to the combine were just dazzling, and they fizzled out immediately in the NFL. It's very strange. So.
Yeah. Man. But I'm stoked for Sunday, Ronbo. I cannot wait to get revenge on these Cardinals because these Cardinals fans are talking smack right now. They were talking so much smack, and we didn't even have our full arsenal when we played them both times. So
that's true.
They were about to have a rude awakening.
That is true. Yeah.
We didn't have Staley. I'm pretty sure we didn't have McGlinchey. We didn't have Quan, or Quan went out the first game. Kittle went out the first game. We didn't have Juice. We didn't have Ford the second game. Like we were pretty depleted when we played them. So,
Alex,
I'm pumped to play them.
The thing is, they picked up some new headhunters. It's not going to be just Chandler Jones. Because I'm already starting my homework on these guys. They got a couple other guys they picked up, free agents. Because Jimmy beat the Cardinals in Arizona through the air.
Right.
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't like D-Hop over there. That's really bothering me.
Oh, yeah. No, it sucks. It for sure sucks. And especially with Larry Fitz on the other side, like, that's definitely going to open things up. But this dude Kyler, I mean, I don't know. It's going to depend on our pass rush. It's going to depend on Ford. If Ford goes on, Ford needs to have a game for us to win that game because he's the best pass rusher that we have that can keep up with his movements. Maybe even Armstead with his long arms, but
they just got to be able to.
He's so short and shifty.
They just got to have a plan to box him in. Don't let him get outside certain areas. If they're smart, they do exactly what what's his name did in Baltimore. They're not running the same kind of offense. He's got weapons now. Let's see what he can do with them. That running back has got to be stopped this time. I think this is one of the things that Defoe didn't do well because Kyler Murray, remember he even said about Kyler Murray, what did he call him? DeForest Buckner. He really took DeForest Buckner to task that day. Buckner could not stop him. And, he's very important in our run stopping. So let's see what Kyler Murray gets away with next week. I still think we can beat him in other ways. We just have to keep him on the bench as much as possible. Somebody mentioned earlier we should slow the pace down, and this might be a grinded-out game.
It's going to be a lot of ground and pound and play action to Kittle and to Reed. I think, and then we're going to have it's probably going to be like a Bourne and Reed in the red zone because they're going to double. They're going to double. They're going to double Kittle, and so that's going to free up Reed in the end zone and maybe even Trent Taylor. Mm-hmm. So I'm pumped, man. A week today.
Yeah, Coach likes your strategy as well. Ford is key. Push him toward Bosa, but we need a controlled rush against a quarterback. Don't get upfield too fast. He'll tuck right under. Yeah, see, those are the things that he did to us last year, and he was just a rookie, Alex. I got a feeling Salah has come up with some things because last year, as you know, mobile quarterbacks did give us headaches. So we got to.
Yeah, they did for sure, but I do think that we were so injury riddled by the time we were playing all those mobile quarterbacks.
Alex, remember Jimmy Ward was saying there'll be some new wrinkles added to the 49ers. Remember at that presser, they were asking him what it was going to be. Jimmy, well, I can't tell you that. You have to watch game one. He said game one. Look for Ward to be very differently used in this game, and it may have something to do with Kyler Murray. You put speed, smaller guy on smaller guy, because those big guys up front, they're going to have a problem with Kyler Murray. But you start putting smaller guys.
Dre Greenlaw's going to shut him down. He'll probably be the best. Him and Ford are probably going to be the ones to have to lock up Murray, or the ones that can best match up with him.
Kwan and Mosley. There's so many ways you can deploy the defense so you can sort of corral these guys. You don't want to put a spy on Murray. You want an overall full team effort and a strategy going into that game. We cannot let him bounce around. No,
we can't. We have to keep him in the pocket. We have to keep him in the pocket and see and have him try to look over those 6'6" linemen when he's standing at 5'7".
Can't see a thing. He can't see the forest for the trees. Oh!
That's right. That is right, Rob. Let's go. Oh, I cannot wait, man. I cannot believe this week's going to go by so slow. I swear.
I know. Well, Monday night is coming up real quick. Alex, I tell you what, Alex, let's see you tomorrow then. All right?
All right, man. Yeah, sounds good, Ronbo. You have a good night, brother.
You too. Thanks, Alex.
All right. Later.
And Christopher Hengler, what's up, fam? It's a happy weekend, fam, for Go 49ers. Next week, hope we're talking about a week 1 victory. Keep the show going. Great energy and insight. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to even say anything about a potential loss next week because, you know, when you lose a game, you got to suffer the whole week. You know, you can't wait to get back to the next Sunday, you know. So that just really sucks. Oh, by the way, King Alexander, he says, a.k.a. Cameraman, I thought White was released. Yeah, he was. He was released on Saturday, but I did say thanks. Chris, you heard me say thank you, right? He was released on Saturday, and of course, after that, they go through waivers, and then you can pick him back up on your practice squad. Hey, Krusty! Krusty. Krusty's usually doing he's multitasking, and then he finally hears me and he comes in. Krusty!
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Krusty, you know, Krusty, have you looked around at any of the practice squads to see who they've got on them? I'm wondering about that because I look at our practice squad and look at the guys we got. I mean, there's a couple of them that are really good, and there's a couple of them that are probably, you know, not all that good, but they're veterans in the season. That's what I like. But what do you think about this new style practice squad?
I like the new style practice squad. You know, I actually am very impressed that we pretty much signed everybody that we waived. Mm-hmm. You know, pretty much almost everybody came back. You know, I've been looking to see if anybody was pulling people, trying to pick up people that we waived, but nobody has, which tells me that they pretty much kept everything in house, pretty much, and nobody was able to get a real look at stuff. But I also feel bad at the same time because of the non-preseason. There's probably a couple players like DeMichael Hasty or Jared Maiden who could have made the 53-man roster if we did have a preseason. Mm-hmm. So, you know,
Chrissy, something else though. Did you notice
Cyprian serves him right?
Oh yeah. Well, Cyprian, but you know what? Like we were saying earlier, he said what he's supposed to say. Don't appreciate being on the practice squad. Chris, I just want to ask you this though: did you notice we didn't pick up anybody either, though?
Exactly. We only picked up the people we dropped off, the people that we worked with.
I wonder if most teams didn't, due to the fact of what you just said about preseason games and things like that. You've already put in time in a short amount of time with the players you've got in camp. It would not behoove you to go around picking up guys off waivers right now. That's interesting.
Right. You know, it was smart for Kyle to say what he said about. I I ain't telling you guys nothing. I'm keeping everything in house this year.
No,
I'm telling you shit.
God. Poor Matt Barrows. I guess he'll never say anything about who the 49ers are trying to trade. Can you imagine you're Matt Barrows and the GM comes out and says, I never said anything about trading Ahkello Witherspoon. I never said that. I don't know where you got that from. You know, ooh, if I'm Matt Barrows, I'm like Kilroy. You can only see my eyes over the top of the table, man. You just, oh, God. Come on, John. Wow.
Right. Well, I was looking at when it comes down to it, we can't, who's going to come up and take Witherspoon's spot? You know? Who would come up if we traded him? Who would we put in his spot? We don't really have, in my personal opinion, we don't have anybody on the practice squad.
I agree.
I feel Jason Barrett, we're going to have.
He's too fragile.
Well, no, Jason Barrett's going to be backing up Quan Williams. That's where I think he's going to play in the slot if Quan goes out.
Because I didn't know he was a slot cover guy. I know maybe.
Another thing I want to think about this next weekend's game is Quan Alexander went out in the first game and wasn't in the second game. We didn't have that, Quan is a fast linebacker. Let's see Kyler Murray try to get through the line and stuff. Quan's probably going to take him out.
Wait,
I'm not really worried about that.
How early did Quan go down in the season?
It was a torn pec.
No, I mean, what game was that?
I thought it was during wasn't it the first Cardinals game?
Oh, first Cardinals game. Yeah, because I was thinking, because the first game he got ejected, and then he played a couple of games. Maybe because he didn't play in that game. Neither game, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Well, I think he played in the beginning of the Cardinals game, but he got taken out that game too. But you know, I'm not worried about that. I think we got the speed to contain Kyler Murray and everything. He's the guy that we got to contain. But if you think about it, he's Baker Mayfield 2.0. He's gonna have a shitty sophomore season, right? You know, look what the Cleveland Browns did. They brought in OBJ. They brought in
wishful thinking, though, Krusty. I
all
like
these
that.
guys. Yeah, it's like you can do. You know, DeAndre Hopkins doesn't scare me. He doesn't scare me.
He has been fantastic. I looked at Hopkins as one of the, if maybe not the best in the NFL for the last few years. Well, we'll see. He's got a better quarterback now. Well, Deshaun Watson is Kyler Murray better than Deshaun Watson?
No.
That's true. No,
even then, think about Baker Mayfield did in his first year. Yeah, think about what Baker Mayfield did in his first year. He did better than freaking Kyler Murray. He didn't even have the weapons Kyler Murray had.
I just hope he follows the same path, like you say, and have a sophomore year. Mayfield was awful. I just heard yesterday he had 20 INTs. Did he really? 20?
I don't know how many he had, but he did not play good last year. I don't see Kyler Murray taking a step forward.
I hope not. Not in week one at any rate.
If we go off of the thing about like what they're talking about, Lamar Jackson and what's his face? Oh yeah, Patrick Mahomes. They're getting the MVP and stuff. Is like, are we expecting Kyler Murray or Baker Mayfield to get the MVP this year? I don't think so. Neither one of those guys is going to get it. It's going to be somebody else. I think Jimmy's going to get it this year.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy's going to do it. He's the second full year in the offense and stuff. Things are going to go crazy this year.
And just like Dante Pettis, the ridicule, it sets fire in you, you know? So.
You know, I hope that freaking Dante Pettis comes out this year and freaking blows the cap off of everything. And he's like, you know.
He's inspired, Krusty.
I don't. Yeah. I'm looking forward to see what Dante Pettis brings to the table this year. You know, like I said before, hopefully he put his big boy pants on and goes into this season and freaking balls out. Mm-hmm. I hope all of them do, you know. I still think Ayuk's going to start. He's a first-round pick. Why would they put, you know, and Kyle's going to do that because he's a first-round pick. It's probably going to start off if Debo's ready. It'll be Debo, Ayuk, and Trent Taylor will be the starting wide receivers. It has to be. Kyle's not going to sit there and not put his first-round pick in, you know.
Yeah, but
that's how Kyle is. I know Kendrick's born. Everybody's talking about Kendrick, but
yeah, no, Kendrick's going to start, and I tell you why. Because first of all, you want the guy in there that's already seen everything. Ayuk hasn't seen everything yet. He's just a rookie, Krusty. He's got to see some things. You bring him on too soon, he gets his confidence gets shot. You got to bring him in. You start your vets. And then you bring him in. You're going to rotate him in. You're not going to leave him out of the game. But you don't want to put that pressure on him right off the top. That's how you ruin a player. So you put Kendrick out there. You put Taylor, and you put Debo's got enough season he can start. But you bring Ayuk on every other two plays, and now he gets his feet wet. He doesn't feel like all the pressure's on him. He starts to pick it up. Right. So by week 3, you're right. Yeah, he gets to go. You're the guy. That's your position now. Right. You've taken it away, and that's where you go. But you start him. It's a little bit of a risk, but he's going to get in because we're playing Arizona. Right.
Yeah. I think he's definitely going to be playing it because we're playing Arizona. It's going to be one of the easiest. Our first 3 games are the easiest games we're probably going to have this year.
Yeah, he get plenty of playing.
3 of the easiest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
and
even
Jimmy
they're talking about the Eagles is like.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So. And, you know, people talking about the Eagles possibly beat us. Yeah, right. Carson Wentz, he gets freaking hurt by freaking throwing a pillow at him. Come on. He ends up with a concussion or something like that. He hasn't seen a defensive line like ours yet.
Yeah, everybody's picking the Eagles to beat us. I look. The Eagles don't look like a juggernaut team. They look good, but they don't look overwhelming. They're saying the Eagles have the best tight end combo in the NFL. Do they? Ertz? Who's the other guy next to Ertz? I don't know. Because I'm not.
Oh, Goddard or Goddard?
Is that right? Is he that good?
I don't know if he's that good. They're saying he's a good blocking tight end. But another thing is, we haven't seen Charlie Warner out there playing yet. I'm telling you, man, this guy's going to be good this year. And Jordan Reed, we haven't seen him in our system yet either. You know,
this
they're going
is
to be
Jordan
saying
Reed's
that until
system.
the
He
first
learned
game of the season.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I don't see.
Yeah.
How do you say anybody's better than the combination of George Kittle and Jordan? Okay, you know what? Maybe they're waiting for Reed to stay on the field for more than 5 or 6 games. Krusty, I guarantee you, at the end of the season, there will be no comparison between George Kittle and Jordan Reed. No, there's not.
And by the end of the season, we won't be talking about George Kittle and Jordan Reed. We'll be talking about George Kittle and Charlie Warner.
Well, yeah, man, I've got no problem with Warner, but I'm just saying, if it goes from polished vets that've got careers behind them that say they're Pro Bowlers, how you gonna say that that's not the best combo in the league? You know, no matter who else, because we may want 3 and 4 tight end sets. I don't know, but the thing is, Reed and Kittle have already established themselves in the NFL as some of the elite. So this is why I'm saying, what are you talking about? The Eagles combination could be the best combination in the NFL. What? Okay, that's fair.
Right, exactly.
We've not seen Reed and Kittle together yet. I'll go with that. Maybe I'll go with that.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're going to go with we have the best 3 tight ends in the league at the end of the season.
Could
and
be.
the only tight end I feel bad for is Ross Dwelly because he's going to have to compete with the other 3. And he's probably going to see the bench and special teams most of the year.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Chris, we're out of time. Hey, Chris, I'll look for you tomorrow, though. All right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Looking forward. Night, Krusty.
Good night.
Yeah, night. Yeah, I couldn't believe. Okay, you know, but one thing is true. We've not seen the combination of George Kittle and Jordan Reed just yet. So in the meantime, Ertz and whomever. Does anybody know who Ertz is playing with? Hey, Coach, since we're gonna be doing this a lot between now and next week since we're playing the Cardinals. Coach is laying out some good stuff and play good. Poach, I didn't see your thing yet, so you know, let me know where I can find that. Coach says Cardinals will try to get by without keeping max protection in at first, but our pressure will facilitate it quickly. We might see a lot of double coverage outside, cover 2 split safeties, but narrow. You know, that sounds like a plan, Coach, because now you're going to make a second-year quarterback who's not really fully acclimated to what the NFL. It's not like he's got Tom Brady's experience and has seen, and Denton Rodgers or somebody like that, who's seen every defensive alignment known to man. So you know what? Some of this stuff it sounds nice. Johnny V.
Ronbo, my man, what's happening, brother?
John, man, I'm just loving the practice squad. It's like we can go to that practice squad now. It's like going to the supermarket and picking up a fresh loaf of bread if your bread got stale, you know, at home. You ain't got to eat that, you know. I'm loving this. I don't know how long it's going to last. I do worry about the growth of your rookies and your younger players going down the years to come. If there's a kid I wish we could keep and develop, well, there's also this veteran that we can keep him on standby. He's agreed to stay with us in case we need him just for a chance to play for a championship. And maybe that's why we're doing that this year, just because we are in that championship window. So we're going to go ahead and bring in all these veterans because we got, quite frankly, 6 vets is a lot on a practice squad that only has, there's only 4 or 5 spots open for youngsters. So it's kind of interesting.
I like it. I mean, I think Cyprian found out, you know, kind of the hard way that you can't really get up there and tell people where you're going to be and what you're going to do, especially in Kyle's system. I mean, you know, if you were a hot commodity, you wouldn't be on the practice squad. You'd be somewhere else. So,
hey, John, I just want to piggyback on that point, though. It may be that after Cyprian said, you know, he went out, he's waiting for somebody to call him. Okay, so I know somebody's going to call me. And he's sitting there home with his lady. John, no, the phone hasn't rang yet. You sure because I got my phone on. You got your phone on? Because I gave him both phone numbers.
Yeah.
Yep. I better call Kyle back.
Yep.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, with Cyprian, I think, like we said, you know, you're only a play away. So, you know, don't take this as a death sentence. That's nonsense. It's bullshit, man. You're going to get an opportunity. And with Spoon, Ronbo, that whole ordeal where, was he going to be traded or not? Listen, here's the thing. We took Pettis and we drove him into the ground. And look, to our surprise, Pettis is coming around. So I kind of want to believe that Spoon can make the turn too. I believe that if Pettis can come back and be relevant, then why couldn't Spoon?
Yeah. I didn't quit on him. They say he's like the second best corner in camp right now, but he was that way last year too, though. We'll see.
Yeah, he was. And I think he needed a year of scrutiny to figure it out. Get your shit together, pull your head out of your butt, and figure it out, bro.
Third best.
Everybody else is out here.
Yeah, I know,
well,
right?
Yeah.
If you're going to be in the NFL, and what are the odds of a man getting to the NFL? Don't go up there and squander that, and don't be assing around. You go full bore.
You're playing football at the highest level, and not for nothing, you're on a contending team. Why wouldn't you want to put it all out there? I mean, everything you've got, every opportunity you've got. I just don't understand it. Mm-hmm. The level of thinking just blows my mind. Mm-hmm. You have the greatest to do it right there on the other side of the field, coaching you, player and coach. He's literally giving you the blueprint on how to be a Pro Bowler. Like, open your goddamn eyes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, I love the practice squad, Ronbo. I was very excited to see JaMychal Hasty made
return.
I think that I'm stoked, man. I really like him.
We got everybody back that we were interested in. Actually, you got Jennings back, you got Hasty back, and you got there's a couple other guys too, but they're all there. We got Maiden. You got them. They're all back, so we're fine.
Maiden has opportunity to be somebody. Ronbo, that dude's good. He can play anywhere in the secondary. Mm-hmm. You can play strong. You can play free. He's
got enough size. He can play the SS.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, not for nothing, another one that we talked about the other night, Demetrius Flanagan Foles, man, 210 pounds, 6'2", or like 6'3". Mm-hmm. That dude can also play safety as well. I mean, he can play up in the box. So,
he's a ball
I'm excited,
too.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. We haven't had that luxury. We haven't had a ball hawk. I mean, we've got Jimmy Ward, but I mean, we need a true ball hawk.
He's not famous for ball hawking. Jimmy's like that guy that's just so fundamentally sound. He's just a good football player. He's going to be strong in some areas, but he's not going to be able to. He's not going to track and get a lot of INTs. Although this coach can maybe put him in a position where maybe you might see that change because it has a lot to do with scheme. So
sure. And there's a lot of flexibility with the practice squad, the way you can utilize it. So maybe this guy will, maybe they'll use it to their full advantage. Yeah. Ronbo, aside from the fact that I found out my best friend was 49ers for life tonight, and he was messing with me the last 3 months, getting a thrill out of pissing me off, Ronbo, sitting right in my living room, watching me smack myself in the face, pissed off, and all these, where are we going to get AB? Fournette's out there. Get Clowney. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You got some evil friends, man. That's just nasty. You do something like that to him, man.
He's a Browns fan, so he's gonna get the thrill. He's gotta get the thrill. He's got they suck, so just rain on my parade.
Yeah. But that's just too much fun. But I gotta tell you, John, you mentioned something earlier that still resonates. I'm thinking, because John, you play ball. Do you ever remember players that actually thought they were God's gift to the game? I remember some guys like that, and they did think they were bigger than the game, and that's why if they keep that mentality and they do get drafted into the pros, it's hard for them to come back down to reality that you're out there with a bunch of guys that are the best of the best. And I could see Zeke Elliott. I could see him being like that. You're going to look around at OBJ for sure. He's like, all your wide receiver divas are like that.
Yep, for sure. Ronbo, there's something about that whole Cyprian thing, the way that he came out. I feel like, I don't want to say it's punishment, But I think he learned that in Kyle's system, and regardless of what ties you have to Robert Saleh, whatever it is, you feel like you've got that in. You know, you've got that confidence because you've got familiarity with somebody on the squad. It doesn't matter here. We don't give a damn. It's all about production and who wants it more. And I love it. I love it. You know, I do. You know, yeah. Kyle does have his favorites. He does. He might keep people around. You know, but maybe it's because he truly believes like that he can pull the best out of them. Like he can make you a fantastic football player in this system. That's the only other reason why I could think Kyle likes that.
He's got a track record that proves that too.
Oh, he certainly does. He certainly does. I love that D Ford thing, Ronbo. I love how they reworked that to free up what do we say, $9.5 million?
Mm-hmm.
That gave us some future.
Didn't that happen a couple of days ago, or was I having
it? It did.
Okay, because I saw that they were writing it up today like it was fresh news, and I said, "Wait a minute, I thought this was."
Well, it might have been fresh news yesterday. To be honest with you, I think it was yesterday.
Didn't we talk about that Friday?
To be honest.
I thought we talked about that Friday, and we were all delighted because we thought they were either going after Clowney with that extra cash, or sign Trent Williams up to get that contract out of the way. So, yeah.
I mean, it was new news to me. And, I mean, Clowney hadn't really made a decision officially if he was going to accept the Titans role. I think he was holding out for San Francisco, but I just think I don't think we really had any interest, to be honest with you. I think we're going to go back with who we went there with, and that's what it is, you know.
I tell you, let's say goodnight to Simplify, Coach. And Coach, good stuff. Yeah, no, Clowney, I like Clowney. I don't know that he should. I'm not $12 million. Oh God, no. Clowney's
no.
He hasn't had a year over 10 sacks, and has he?
Yeah, no. He had a better deal on the table with Cleveland, and he turned it away. And I don't give a damn how bad you think Cleveland is. Cleveland's going to probably pull this shit together this year under Stefanski, and I believe that he's going to regret that opportunity because I think he put like 14 or 15 million on the table.
I know it was some outrageous number, and I don't know why I didn't take it. Maybe he doesn't like Baker Mayfield.
Dumb. Maybe.
Because I wonder how many people, because I don't think the wide receivers are excited about Baker. He had a bad year. I can't imagine him having 2 years. He's a better quarterback than that. We'll see. John,
he's had, 3 coaches and 2 coordinators?
That's not.
Just about he's one season outside of Rosen's situation, this guy.
That's what happened to Kaepernick, too. Too many coaches.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Hey, John.
All right, my man.
Yeah, be looking forward to hearing from you tomorrow. All right.
Ronbo, my man. I love you, brother. I love the show. Yeah. Thank you for everything you do for us, my man.
John.
Shout out to the chat. I'm my man. Take care of yourself. Be safe. Good night.
You too, Johnny. All right. Appreciate you, fam. Night. Yes, indeed. Hey, Ellis.
What's up?
Ellis, man. We have established our practice squad that looks like no other practice squad has ever. And now you've got, and also you got a pretty good group of guys that can come in and fill in if need be, or play them a game or two or something, rotate somebody else out, make them activate them for the game day. And also you got, everybody's crying about losing Cyprian, but losing some of the youngsters like, between, I don't know, JaMychal Hasty and Juwan Jennings, I don't know who we were crying over the most, but both of them are back, right? And we got Jared Maiden.
Exactly.
And a couple others, but we got our guys back. We got everybody in a bag of chips. So, are you satisfied with that? Did we miss anybody?
What we got? Hockett.
Hockett too.
Was it,
exactly.
Did we get Alex Barrett back? And did he come back? I don't know if we did.
Who's Alex Barrett?
Barrett, right? What the hell is his name? Last name Barrett. We signed somebody that used to be on our team. I believe it was Alex Barrett. Wasn't he a D lineman?
We picked up Dion Jordan's back. You know what?
Yeah, man. But I don't. Maybe we cut him. But yeah, we did just sign an old player that we had. I believe his name was Alex Barrett, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody drop it in the chat. But his last name Barrett. And but yeah, man, everybody that we were pretty much disappointed about not hearing to make the 53 came back. So I honestly wasn't really concerned about it because I felt like we were going to get the majority of those guys back anyway. We actually ended up getting more than expected. I mean, look at Sip. You know, Cyprian was talking about he's not being on no practice squad. Well, you're on the practice squad, my brother. Dion Jordan and, you know, the cast of the other, you know, the rookies and stuff that we got aside of Jonas Griffith. And we got rid of that quarterback and maybe one or two of the other guys that was on there. I think was that cornerback from Missouri. We kept Maiden. He was from Alabama, right?
You said cornerback.
Was it corner or safety? One or the other. He's a secondary player.
We got Jared
that was
Maiden
from Missouri. That was pretty good. Yeah, that was pretty good. I forgot, but he didn't make the team though. I guess we ended up not keeping him after all. Whatever his name was, I just remember his name.
Yeah, I gotta go back and look at some of those lists. Some of these names
Missouri.
you're mentioning.
He's from Missouri.
Remember.
Yeah,
okay.
But yeah, no. Anyway, I'm excited, man. I feel like, you know, we can't get no better than that, you know, and have those players on the practice squad. I mean, those guys are ready to come take, you know, they're ready to get live reps in. You know what I mean? We got. I mean, it's been a long time since Dion, you know, got some NFL snaps or, you know, whatever. It sounds like it's been a while since he's got some tick, but I mean, he's still building. He's ready to go. You know what I mean? I think he'll you know, be able to fill in, and hence we get, you know, have any injuries, you know, with the, you know, the Kentavious, you know, saga or any of these other guys. I'm not hoping. I'm kind of just glad that we got some guys that we can have to fill in, though, at the same time. You know what I mean? Just because, you know, those holes are going to need to be filled. I know we got Ronnie. I don't know what Julian's going to be doing. I haven't heard anything on Julian Taylor. I don't know if anybody's been keeping up with that. But
no, he's going to be. He's on the PUP list. He's got to wait till week.
Okay, so he won't be back until week 6, 7.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
But both Ronnie and Julian are on the PUP.
Oh, okay, Ronnie and Jules. Okay. Yeah, I see Demontre got signed by the Seagulls. They're so y'all are pathetic. If you're a Seahawks fan and you're in the chat, you are pathetic. You understand me?
You know, though,
y'all like baby. We gonna call you baby bro. Y'all baby bro.
You know,
right now.
I don't know.
You want to play with my toys and shit. You want to follow me wherever I go around. You know what I mean? You're one of those. You're the stragglers of the NFL. But I mean,
I just don't know why the 49ers never called him though. I don't understand why.
I like Demontre. I don't know why the hell we didn't call him back. And he's gonna want to, you know, lay a few hats and stuff when he plays against us, and you know what I mean, because he probably wants to, you know, just to show him like what we missed out on, or you know, the organization or whatever for not keeping him along. He was a great player, man. I actually liked him a lot. I liked his intensity. I liked, you know, his you know, the emotional aspect of him. He was a hard-nosed player. So, but shout out to him. I just wish he didn't have to, you know, be rocking with the little guys over there in Seattle. But it is what it is.
Yeah, because Dion Jordan is. I just don't see him being better than Demontre. In fact, Dion was kind of lagging in camp, so I don't know what's going on with that. 49ers brought him back though. So.
Yeah, fam. How you feeling about it though? I know you're excited. We got Jermichael. We still got all the guys there. You know, our wide receiver Juwan, and you know, Hockett, whatever's. You know, we kept him.
We got all
those guys. We still kept
guys.
Chase Harrell. We still Chase Harrell still.
Right.
You know what I mean? That tight end, I was doing well. So, how you feeling about it?
And I'm feeling great. As I said, we got everybody that you wanted, and then you got some kind of solid guys as far as vets go. Since the league has also now said you could have 6 guys, veterans. 4 was the original agreement, but 2 because of COVID-19, right? So you get 2 more guys. So the 49ers took full advantage of that. They brought back 6 guys, including Cyprian. And I really enjoy the Cyprian thing because the fact that Kowalski T is not going to give you a full year. Kowalski could go down next week. because that's just what he does. I don't know what he's a little better than he was last year. He did not bad for Klosky, because him and Jimmy was breaking bones and leaving the season. I said, oh my God, both you guys broke your forearm. What are you doing wrong?
So, yeah, using the wrong body parts, my brother.
Yeah.
That damn forearm is sensitive.
Yeah, Cyprian gets hurt a lot too, though. So we'll see. But you know what? When you got Maiden, you can put him in the box. Cyprian's going to be in the box, box back up. But Maiden has got enough experience. This is the only thing. With a Super Bowl team, you want your guys to work like a machine, a well-oiled machine. For that to be the case, you've got to have all the parts having to been running together for a while. So, the more veterans we got plugged in, the better. The longer they can stay out there, the better chance we got. Because you can't fool guys who've been out there for a long time. That's why Sherman is who he is, So.
Yeah, we got week 1, we're going to be playing a hungry Cardinals team, so we better just come with it. They got that, they got that flashy linebacker safety kid,
Sims.
And
he's supposed to stop killing.
Yeah, they got him, and they got a couple of guys on there.
Yeah, he gonna get ticked to school.
Yeah, but that offensive line is shit. So I think we're, Kyler Murray's gonna be running around doing his little, he's gonna be running in circles. He's gonna be looking like a shorter version of Russell Wilson, but he's a good player though, and he does have DeAndre Hopkins. He still got Fitz, and they're gonna try to make some things happen, but. We better dominate this week 1 game. There might be some offsides and some sloppy stuff going on because there was no preseason to get the jitters and stuff out. So we might see a little bit of, a little sloppiness here and there. But hopefully it's not going to be us dominating in that category with as far as penalties are concerned. We can't afford to have that kind of stuff happen. So the less mental mistakes and the more we can play our sound 49er football, I think that'll speak volumes. Yes,
All
sir.
right. Else we're going to go. I tell you what, I'm looking forward to hearing from you tomorrow if you get some time. All right?
I'll be back, family. I'll be back if you back. So
I'll be back.
You know how we do.
All right.
All right, champ. Have a good one. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe, man, right now. Shout out to all the Niner faithful, everybody in the chat. Much love. Ronbo. Peace.
Back at you, fam. Have a good night. As Ellis. And it looks like Jorge. George.
What up?
Hi, Uncle Ronbo.
Oh, it's Dean. How you two doing tonight?
I have a great idea.
What do you got, Glory?
Tell MC Niner to coach Dante Pettis. He'll get a lot of touchdowns.
MC, last year MC was saying they should have him back on punt return because they'll never catch him. I mean, how many players in the NFL are as fast as a cat? Dante Pettis, are you a fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, she took a picture with him. He's actually really cool with her. You know what I mean? I said, hey,
right.
this was like back like 2 years ago when we went out there when they were practicing, and then that's when before all this stuff hit where no one can be around each other, but it was all good then. And and him and Kendrick Bourne took a picture with her, and yeah, you know what I mean. So he was being all cool and stuff like that. So you know what I mean. I know the dude's cool too, you know what I mean, and I think that he did pump up, and then he did get a fire lit under him. He's gonna do better.
He's been doing better all offseason long anyway, and he looks serious out there. He looks aggressive in the clips you get to see, and Dante doesn't look scared either. I used to worry about him being afraid to go running a certain path because you can get clobbered running certain routes, right? And I don't know, Dante he outgrown that. If he does, because he's one of the best route runners we got on the team, so he could be something special.
Straight up. You know what? Yeah. I just I know all the fam. Everybody's about you got to show me. So I know he has to show everybody in the fans production, and everybody it'll solidify after that. Other than that, right now it's in the air. It's a big question mark, but. She told me her big idea. I'm like, tell Ronbo, he's going to bust up on that one, man.
You know what, though? I'm starting to believe in Dante because, like you said, he's serious this year. You could tell by what he's working out. They asked him to get bigger in the offseason. He did. And now I look for first game one, watch Dante do something crazy. And he's going to be on the sidelines yelling and screaming and saying things like, how you like me now? You know what I mean? Looking up. And he points to the camera. Hey, shut up. Because people have been talking about Dante all offseason long, right? He's been blocking people off his Twitter. I never mess with him because I don't, some people told me they got blocked. I said, what'd you say to him? I said, everybody's posting up videos of them training and you're posting up cookies. And click, Dante gets rid of you. I said, you can't. Of course he's going to get mad, but I think that helped him. People could take a bow for inspiring Dante Pettis to get better. It may be part of it.
Straight up, you know what? There's tons of different avenues that people can get motivated by. I know we're always concerned with some of the basics, but if that what motivated you, then so be it. You know what I mean? If that got you, if that makes things produce when we're celebrating touchdowns. Hey, we love the way you celebrate your touchdowns too. The little like cartoon that goes and you just go nuts. I'm like, oh, that's what I'm talking about.
you got to feel that touchdown.
Straight up. You make the touchdown look like it's like an explosion on the screen. That's what I'm talking about.
And so funny because when we had games last year, I was not used to because we were scoring like every few minutes. I was actually tired after the game of celebrating them touchdowns. Because when we had other teams, 49ers didn't score no points in the second half. We would score all the points in the first half and try to hold on in the second half, right?
Yep.
And now the 49ers, boy, Kyle Shannon says, ain't going to be no stop scoring because it's third quarter. I like to score all game long because Mostert running over 200 yards in a playoff game, that's outrageous. That's never been done before.
It's outrageous.
Whoa. So, man, we got a team now and a coach that knows how to use it. Whew, wow. So I'm looking forward to this year.
We're trying to get that sixth ring, bang, bang, now the game. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. You know what I mean? Because, this team, like...
Hey, you know what? We're going to keep our players in prayer. There's this guy on Facebook. Look him up. His name's Eric Buenos. That dude walks around every day healing people left and right in San Diego. I'll be like, send our players over there walking that man's path straight up and down like 6 o'clock. Right? Hey, you got a ACL? Guess what? Walk up around this man. This man is so connected with Jesus, man. He's going to bless you. You're going to be walking off. They're going to be like, what happened? A miracle. And now we're ready to rock and roll.
I say, don't make our players go find him. Bring him to Santa Clara and just have him set up in the locker room. Build a little shrine around him.
Don't pay him millions.
Boy, yeah. Because
people getting healed in the stands everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Around the world, God, have him make visits to your house. Because
oh my God!
But you know what? It's not going to take a miracle this year, Jorge. This team is really good. I look at Jimmy G. Here's another guy. If Dante can benefit from all the trash being thrown at him, and I think he did, Jimmy G was the most disrespected man I'm talking beyond the ranks of football. Jimmy G just got blasted. He wasn't as bad as people made him out to be. It wasn't a fantastic year, but he was very good. People talked about him like he was worse than Baker Mayfield. I said, whoa, he wasn't that kind of bad. And
he's such a cool, smooth talent, right? And so it's easy for them to just go in there and just try to bash him. And he's not going to sit there and just going to go hard on them right back. He's just real calm, real cool. He'll go out there. Yeah, if he makes some mistakes, guess what? He's going to go over there. Look at his stats. You know what I mean? They were high. They're not talking about the positive like you guys all talk about. They're not They're not bringing it up. They don't let that surface, but they want to talk about anything, any tiny thing. A quarterback throws an interception. Come on, man. They all throw interceptions. Right. Name one that don't throw any.
That's it.
Name one. Name one in the Hall of Fame that didn't throw any.
There ain't none.
Tripping.
Jimmy can go 2 games or 3 games. Tripping. And throw 1 or 2 interceptions, and only thing people remember are the INTs. They didn't pay attention to the score or what his overall QBR was, or anything like that. He threw an INT again.
Yeah. You talking about INTs, please.
Yeah, come on. Oh. Rodgers throws INTs. People hate on him.
They all do. Everybody say their quarterback throws INTs.
Or else you ain't famous. Good point. Jorge, you. That's it. If you're a game manager, you never throw INTs because you ain't doing nothing.
That means you're playing more scared.
See that?
Or, well, if you're a manager, you're still trying to manage it so you don't make any big mistakes. I mean, because you get hit with the media. Everything surfaces in the media. You know, then after the game, you know what I mean? You got some smart Alex in the media that want to bring something up that, you know, you're not trying to focus on. You know, you're trying to focus on getting better. You know? Unless it's something that's a big eyesore that has to get brought up. Other than that, you know, I don't know. You know what I mean? But you know how things go in the NFL.
I do. Well, my man, you and Chloe, I wish y'all a good night. You know what? We only get these visits now every 2 or 3 weeks. You must be busy these days because we're looking forward to hearing from you.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, you know what? You know, we were trying to get back on the Zoom. I know your thing got. I don't know what's going on with the regular.
We had to drop
Ronbo
the
app.
We got the Zoom back up though. So you
do?
Yeah, Zoom's back up.
Well, we'll email you and figure out what's going on with all that. Other than that, yeah, man, I looked on the thing. I was like, I couldn't see where it said Zoom at, so I was like, we're just gonna call in straight up.
Look on the videos right on the description. You look at the description, you'll see all the instruction right there, right? Because we love watching y'all on the screen, man. Y'all be putting on the show.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. She wanted to come on. She's like, I will just call in and I'll let them know my big idea. I go, you tell them.
All right. I love it too, Chloe. All right, look at the description right below. You'll see the video or the Zoom link to get in. Okay. And next time.
Okay.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Bye, Uncle Ronbo.
Bye, Chloe.
Bye.
Much love, Niner fan, Ronbo, my squad. God bless.
All right. Let's go check out Niner Mike. Forget about it.
Forget about it. What's going on, Ronbo?
Niner Mike, we got our cake and get to eat it too. You know, we picked up some guys we need, and we got some of those guys that didn't make the squad because of the way the situation is this year, trying to distinguish who's a good football player and who's not. We got to bring guys back like JaMychal Hasty and Jennings. I'm not even going to try to do this. Juwan Jennings, Jared Maiden. You know, guys you don't want to see leave and go to another team. We got all of what we needed, actually, for the practice squad. It's a solid practice squad.
Yeah, we got a solid team, Ronbo. We got a real solid team. You know, speaking of cake and whiskey, I need to have some cake right now myself. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good, Ronbo. It's been a good night. The Lakers got the W. We got a solid squad. Debo's activated off the list, you know.
Mike,
so,
the Lakers won?
Somebody
said the Lakers lost. The Lakers did win.
No, the Lakers didn't lose. Whoever said that the Lakers lost is a freaking loser. You got it wrong, Ronbo. You got it wrong. You got the loss wrong there. Don't worry about it. Hey, but you know, hey, I can't be more excited. I had to call in. I figured, you know, look, we're officially. I think you could say we're officially starting week 1, and you know, I'm looking forward to it. Debo's activated. So that makes me happy, you know, that makes all the everybody in the NFC West, all the defenders anyway, they got to start tucking their chains because Debo's back, you know. And I think it's going to be great, Ronbo. I really do. And if you know, if the Brandon Ayuk kid is healthy, then let me tell you, it's going to be fun. It's going to be very, very fun. I don't know how else to put it, but it's going to be
Jimmy
fun.
loves him. Jimmy loves him already.
Oh yeah, what do you call him? Didn't he call him his blanket, his safety blanket? That's that, right? That's where right. A rookie being the safety blanket.
You can put that ball right anywhere you want to. He's going to make you look good because all that athleticism and length. So you know this is going to be something special.
It is. It really is. And I think, you know, we're going to have Trent Taylor and Dante Pettis rotating in and out of the slot, you know, and I think that's going to be the lineup. I think you're going to have, you know, Kendrick Bourne's going to take turns in rotation on the edge with both Debo and Brandon Ayuk. And I believe that, you know, Taylor is gonna get down and dirty in the slot.
Yeah,
it's gonna be good.
Jimmy's
gonna
got
be
two
good.
guys he can fully depend on. If he thinks that Ayuk's going to be, Taylor's been his blanket anyway. So Taylor, for them little short first downs we got to have, I can't wait to see. Mike, I can tell you here, Jerick McKinnon. I can't wait to see what kind of relationship that Jerick McKinnon and these guys go back 2 years ago when they were rehabbing together. They developed a bond.
Oh yeah.
Right? I can't wait to see what they got for us.
I can't wait to see McKinnon and Mostert on the field at the same time. That's what I can't wait to see. That's gonna be.
With Shanahan calling the plays,
that's gonna be fun. I know it's gonna be fun. And let me tell you, you put Mostert and you put McKinnon out there, and then you put Reed and you put Kittle on each end. Oh my God! Let me tell you, I feel sorry for anybody. I know Kyle Shanahan's gonna have a great time as long as we can stay healthy, Ronbo. If we can stay healthy, we're gonna punish. We're gonna punish people. We're gonna punish the Seabirds.
Yeah.
And you know, and listen, the Montre Moore kid, you know, hey, he's you know, hey, he was good. He was good for us. He did good. But listen, when you hear a lot of them talking, Ronbo, they say we got a lot of good people there on the D line, Ronbo. There's a lot of good. The Kevin Gibbons kid, I'm hearing good things about him. And I think there's going to be a lot of new stars going to emerge off the rotation there, and it's going to be very, very, very effective. I think it's going to be really nice. The Kinlaw kid's going to be a good addition now, and you know, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm excited, Ronbo. I know you're excited. I mean, you do this all
I never calm
all
down.
day, every day, 24/7, Ronbo. I love you for it. I know we all love you for it.
Thanks.
And you know, we get it 7 days away now. You know, hey. It's time to go. It's time to go get this friggin' ring. Fuck all the bullshit, Ronbo. It's time to go get the ring, and people gotta pay. People gotta pay. We got hosed in that friggin' Super Bowl last year, and people gotta pay, and that's it. Revenge tour starts this week, and if anyone doesn't like it, well, you can call 1-800-KISS-MY-ASS. All right, that's what it is. Call line. Tell them to click on the link. Tell them to click on the link. All right, Ronbo. It's the exclusive. All right.
Right.
I appreciate you, Ronbo. You have yourself a good evening. I'll let another caller get on. I'm going to get back to my cocktail and roll another one up, and just have a good night. All right, Ronbo?
I promise. You too, Mike. Don't make me wait to hear from you, man.
Right.
All right. We'll be back tomorrow if you get time.
I'll talk to you later in the week, Ronbo. All right.
Looking forward. Night, Mike. This is what I always love about East Coasters, especially Night Mike is like, that's about as representative of the East Coast, and somebody mentioned it too because they didn't appreciate him rooting for the Lakers. You know what? If you're from the East Coast, what are you gonna do for basketball? You can't root for the Knicks. No, everybody can beat the Knicks. We can root for Brooklyn. They get beat too. Actually, didn't have a good season last year. You know, it's hilarious. I'm getting to know he lives in the West Coast, but he moved out from the East. He's definitely, but you can tell when he talks. That's the East Coast. And Mel too. Mel's on the East Coast, dude. Bang, bang! Throw your watches in the garbage, Mel.
What's good, Ronbo? What's good, my bro?
Oh man, Mel, I'm just looking at things falling into place, man. I didn't know what to expect. The practice squad. I'm kind of surprised because
Let me cut you off.
Go ahead.
Nothing fell into place, Ronbo. Everything was placed strategically. It's nothing that fell anywhere. Brick by brick, they laid that foundation and built it brick by brick. So yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. I just had to
stand corrected.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Oh, somebody mentioned the Raptors.
Yeah.
Raptors are in Canada, though, right? Yeah. But anyway, hey Mel, this team, they got backup that you wouldn't ordinarily have, and we developed guys like Maiden, Jennings, Michael Hasty. These are players that after a while they're going to get it. So I'm kind of liking the way things are developing here. I don't know about those old linemen though.
Man, I was so scared somebody was going to grab Jennings, man.
Oh.
I was upset that he didn't make the 53, honestly. But I got to be a man, and I have to practice what I preach, and I'm always telling you guys on here, man, we got to trust John and Kyle, so I'm going to trust them. I really wanted Jennings
to be on the 53. I had so many great visions like with this kid, man. Could you just imagine a package where you have Jennings and Kittle and Juice out there, and we go with like a big package and just bully everybody from 20 yards in or on short yardage downs, like. But it is what it is.
Mel, you know what I worry about though is Jalen Hurd. Is he going to be the next Kevin White? I worry about him because you know how injuries just follow some dudes around, especially wide receivers. Wide receivers can come in the league, and they wow, it's scary. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, because I was greatly looking forward to him. So
yeah, we all were.
I'm not writing him off. I'm not going to write him off, but it's at that point where I got to side with Dion on that one. Like at this point now, you got to show me, bro.
Yeah.
You don't have to show me that you can. You don't have to show me that you can be great because I know you can. But you have to show me that you're going to make it through camp.
Yeah.
And you got to show me that you're going to be able to play, man. So. Yeah, but I'm definitely not one of those guys. I'm not going to. He doesn't suck. He's not just trash. We didn't waste the pick. It's football. It's a physical sport. You never know. You know, anything can happen, man.
But you look at
every single player on every single team is literally one bad play away from everything being over.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. There's no exceptions.
And that's why you look at guys like Kendrick Bourne and DeForest Buckner, guys that they just don't. Every game, and they're not out there playing a panties football either. Those guys are playing hard. Kendrick's gotten some hits. I don't know how he survived. And DeForest Buckner was double and triple team every week. And those dudes are still ready to go next Sunday like the WWE. No matter how much a guy gets body slammed or choke slammed, he's still coming in for the next card. These dudes are tough.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. But this is the last week that we can say that name. That we're allowed to say that name, Ronbo.
Oh, Buck? You know, no, I just meant about his toughness.
Yep. A week from now, like we can't even say that name anymore.
Okay, I'll take
I
a
love
vow.
the guy.
Ronbo.
Yeah, I love the guy, but I love
swear.
the guy, but what? But he left for what? An extra $3 million? Like, come on, bro. You let the band break up for extra couple million? Come on, bro. Come on.
And it's not like they were paying you $6 or $7 million. You know.
Right.
18.
Come
on, Buck.
18 million, bro.
Stay with the
and what
Super
did he get,
Bowl
what,
run.
21? And he got 21. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
that hurt. But
I don't know what the tax structure is in Indianapolis, but you know.
Yeah, but we won that though. We won that because his production is going to be covered. So, yeah.
Right. See, this is the thing I think about Kinlaw. It's going to be funny because already PFF, and not PFF, but some of these other people that are looking at players, except for guys like Baldy, they're saying that, well, you know, Kinlaw is probably going to be a project. I hate that word. Kinlaw is probably going to be a project. No, he's not going to be a project. Well, yeah, to some degree that he's a rookie, but not that kind of project where it's going to take him years to develop. I don't think so. So I said, oh, man, let's see what happens. I need to see at least 1 or 2 games before I decide he's going to be a project.
But this is the thing, man. Like, who at this point, what Niners fan expects the media to report on us in a positive light?
Ain't that the truth?
We went to the Super Bowl last year. We went to the Super Bowl last year, had a stellar season, and it was like nothing positive was like ever said about us, ever. In the beginning, when we're running through everybody, it's how they haven't played anybody.
Nobody believed it. We ain't played nobody.
Right.
Everybody started hashtagging that. We ain't played nobody. Mel, you're the guy to ask this question, though. I was watching a guy do a rundown of every team in the league and what to expect and how many games he's going to lose and win. And they say the Eagles probably have the best tight end combination in football with Goddard and Ertz. Now, who is Goddard? How come we haven't heard? He's not a household name.
Exactly, Ronbo. I live out here, so I know who it is, but that question is a very, very – that's a question of the day. He's nobody, bro. He's nobody to worry about. We'll see week 4 who Goddard is. Yeah, he's decent, though. He doesn't have a big name. He's decent, but he's definitely not, especially now with the tight ends we have, bro. Definitely not the best tight ends in football. Get out of here.
Right, when the guys narrating the show, the Philadelphia Eagles have the best tight end combination in the NFL. And I said, they got Ertz? Ertz is good. Who's the other guy? I kept asking the question. I had to go look it up because I was sitting on the sofa. I didn't feel like getting up. Who's the other guy? And then I'm thinking to myself, they got the best tight end company. It's better than Kittle and Reed? I don't believe it.
Nah, not at all.
I didn't think so.
Nah.
All right. I'm good. Because we playing the Eagles, and they're being picked to beat us, too, by the way.
We got them week 4.
Yeah.
We got them week 4, and
we're supposed to win the first 3, and the Eagles go pour water on us.
Nah, bro, we were supposed to win those first 4 because I was going to be at all 4 games. I told you my tradition was going to be every home opener from now on since I started last year. That was like a big part of my life where I'm like, for the rest of my life, I'm going to be at every Niners home opener. So I was supposed to be there next Sunday. Then weeks 2 and 3, we play here, like where I live. So I'm an hour and a half away from that.
You could have went 3 in a row.
Right. And then week 4, because Philadelphia is the home team here, one of my clients, he owns his own accounting firm. I call him Pop. Like him and his wife, I call him Mom and Pop. We're very, very close. But of course, they're huge Eagles fans. They have season tickets and everything. So we were all going to fly out there for week 4's game against the Eagles. So I was supposed to be going to the first 4 Niners games, and my parade got rained on.
Dang.
Yep. Exactly. And MetLife isn't letting fans in at all because I was going to try to sneak in there. I was hoping or thinking that they were going to have like limited access where, they wouldn't let people in at full capacity, but they were going to let a few people in. They're not letting anybody in.
Man,
so
Mel, Cuomo ain't playing, man. Cuomo had me laughing, man. There was some section of New York, the Jewish community was marching around there in crowds. And Cuomo's over the news, he's talking to news CNN reporter, and don't make me come down there. Jesus, Cuomo's like, oh God, dude is scaring people, man. So of course they're like football. Oh yeah, they're not gonna let people pack into that stadium.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not even in New York though. It's in New Jersey, so.
Oh, that's right.
MetLife isn't in New York. It's in North Jersey.
Although the Jersey, who's running Jersey?
Nobody important. We'll just put it that
I guess
way.
You didn't vote for him, did you? But I mean, some of these people that are running administrations are really. I mean, they're really hardcore. They won't even allow for social distancing or anything. It's an outside venue. You can stagger them seats. But you can't control people in the bathrooms and concession and stuff like that. So I guess it's tough. Anyway.
I'm looking forward to big things. See, this is crazy. Like, this season is very crazy just because of what can happen and how much can happen. We can go anywhere from we could honestly go 16-0 regular season.
Don't say it.
Yeah, no. Hold on.
I agree.
We could go. There's no team that can beat us. We're going to lose, and when we lose, or if we lose, whatever, however many games we lose, is going to be because we beat ourselves.
We blew it, exactly.
But nobody's going to beat us. Yeah, but so we could be anywhere from 16-0 to 11-5, bro.
There you go.
But as long as we make the playoffs, that's all I care about. We get in those playoffs, everybody's dead.
Mm-hmm. All right,
we're gonna go. Dead.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Ronbo.
No doubt about it. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. All right.
Yes, sir. Catch you tomorrow. I'll be at work tomorrow.
All right.
I had a night off tonight.
All right.
It's crazy, right?
You need one here and there.
Because the holidays. I don't know what to do with myself.
You get up, just start going outside and finding things to do. All right, Mel. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, no doubt. All right, Ronbo. Catch you tomorrow, bro.
All right, fam. Yeah, I feel better about the Philly combo now. I was trying to figure out who is Ertz got rolling with him. I don't remember any name rolling next to Ertz. I mean, Goddard's probably okay.
Ronbo.
Hey, Big Bill, come on in, man.
It's been a minute. I have a few questions. I know they cut him, but did Jermichael Hasty make the practice squad?
He is definitely on the practice squad in Santa Clara. Yes, he is.
All right. Is the Seattle Seahawks able to get him, or is it past their time?
No, it's past their time. And if they do get him, Bill, they've got to put him on their active roster. They're not willing to do that. And that goes for everybody.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So I'm excited about the year. I can't wait until we face Dallas. Oh, wow. I don't know. I'm just going to say it's going to be entertaining.
I mean, Bill,
and,
they didn't beat a team over 500 last year, and yet, Bill, when you listen to them, they said Dallas was the best in this category, and they had the best stat in this category. They had the best stat in this. I'm sitting there watching. Who did they play? All I can keep saying is, who did they play? They beat a bunch of mediocre teams, and they got those stats piled up. And anybody that had over 500 came in and ran Dallas off the field. Now, don't tell me they're that good of a team. God, Texas Black. If he says anything, get him. All right, go ahead, Bill.
A lot of people got Tampa Bay picked because of the Brady train.
Yeah.
So
and they picked up Fournette.
I just hope. So I'm gonna have to say, I can't wait till we make it back. I feel we're gonna go to the Super Bowl and this time win it. Unless something weird happens throughout the season, such as corona or injury, and hopefully that don't happen.
Yeah, man, it's the season's gonna have to survive. We gotta have this season, so yeah, it's gonna be okay.
I think it's gonna be all right. So I think everything going good. The only thing I would worry if we can stay healthy, which I think he's gonna play. He's playing them a little bit, saying some people that are injured. I don't really think Brandon Ayuk is really down.
You don't think what about Brandon Ayuk? What do you
I think he's throwing some people out there that's saying they're injured, and he's trying to throw them off. But
you think he may not be injured? You know what, Bill? I wouldn't put it past Kyle Shanahan's becoming a. He made people sit down unnecessarily. Even had Fred Warner resting before. Hey, they didn't say Fred Warner's off the COVID list yet. He better be off the COVID list by tomorrow. I'm a little concerned about this. Why is Fred still? You remember Richie James had it? He was out in 5 days. He was all right. You're okay. Go back to work. Yeah.
I think he's going to hold him out until close to the game. Some people are going to be held out till the day of the game or the day before the game. So we got a week to go still. I'm not even concerned. Even without Fred Warner this week, I think we could beat the Cardinals without Fred Warner, without Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, well.
I think we can just go in. It'll be a close one. Yes, it'll be close. But I think we'll beat them. I think we're going to beat Arizona.
I hope so. I really wish we could have played them in week 3. I want 49ers to get fully up and running. But you know what, though? They don't have any better chance than we do. They've had the same offseason as we have. So I don't know why I'm worried. I'm a little concerned. Not real worried.
I hope they go pick him up and put him on the practice squad. Hakeem Butler. Hakeem Butler is a free agent now.
Oh, yeah. I haven't read I heard there's a lot of free agents out there. Hakeem Butler's out there?
Hakeem Butler is a free agent. Why is he not? You should go pick Hakeem Butler, put him on the practice squad in case we lose a few receivers. If you've seen that guy play, he is just like George Kittle, hard to take down. And you got George Kittle on one side. You got what was his name? Warner or Charlie Warner or whatever his name is.
No, you got George Kittle and Jordan Reed. That's your starters.
What about the Warner? You got Jordan Reed on one side.
We got Warner. Warner's George Kittle loves Warner, so that's saying a lot. Yeah. So he's got to be pretty good.
Okay, yeah, we got Warner and we got George Kittle and we got Brandon Ayuk. Imagine if we had Hakeem on the other side. Pick your poison. And then if you tag him up, then you're going to have a running back. You're going to have a feast. Because you have to cover him up.
Yeah. He had a lot of problems catching the ball, though, Bill.
But he's just good for a good decoy. You don't really have to catch. He'd be a good decoy. You don't have to throw to him. He just got to be there for the decoy. If he can just catch 2 or 3 and pull like George Kittle did against the Saints, which took 3 or 4 of them to take him down, then you have to put 3 or 4 of them on him, and then you have to put a couple of them on Kittle.
He can draw attention until he starts dropping the ball. Yeah, Bill, you know what you remind me of? I used to have a friend that hated the Cowboys worse than anybody I know. He said, I don't hate the Cowboys. You know what? one thing you could use the Dallas Cowboys, if you need a team for a bad example, you can always use the Cowboys. So there you go. You can say Keith Butler. If nothing else, you could use him for a decoy. But anyway.
Yeah, just be a good decoy. Just be there, just to be a decoy, and leave our other guys to do the catches, and just leave him there to run. All you got to do is run.
Yeah,
just be act like you're going to catch.
Draw
That's
attention.
all you got to do.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of players that have that role too. George Kittle's going to be playing that part this year, I think, on a number of times because he's the scariest guy on the field, right? So he's going to draw defenses no matter what else. Kittle's not going to get away without attention. So now it's going to free up other guys if Kyle Shanahan designs those routes exactly right. Because I think Marquise Goodwin used to set George Kittle up in the same way. Marquise would blaze off that. I mean, he'd be running full sprint. And the safety in corner said, and there he goes. And Kittle would curl right across the middle of the field and boom, wide open. I think we're going to see a lot of that kind of thing.
I'm gonna tell you why Butler was also dropping passes, because when he's under pressure and he's under people covering him, he can't hold on to the ball because he gets like really nervous of getting hit or something. But if he's like open, he'll catch that ball. He'll catch that ball. He caught it in college. He'll catch that ball, and once he catches it, they may get on him and then he can break him. So they'll have to cover him. So like I said, he's still a dangerous threat. Right now, he had a little problem. Look where he came from, Arizona.
Yeah.
Anybody coming into Arizona is a hard project to develop,
Well, I don't know because we got a guy from Arizona. We got Brandon Ayuk. He looks pretty good.
No, I'm talking about the Cardinals.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, you mean yeah? Well, yeah. Okay. We'll see. Bill, we're gonna go. Hey, Bill, let me see it. Let's not wait a month. We'll be back tomorrow if you got some time. Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely be on. What time are you gonna be on tomorrow, Ronbo?
Yeah, probably between 6 and 7.
All right, well, let me ask you a favor because my girl wants it. She wants to hear a 49er shout out. I'm going to put you get here.
Okay, you want me to do it now? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Niner! Wait, you know what? Hold on. Let me shift second gears. I love when folks ask me to do that. All right, Bill.
Well, be excited about the season, Ronbo. Don't be upset. Be happy. I know we're going to go somewhere.
We definitely going somewhere. All right, fam. Have a good night.
It's going to be a good year. Talk to you later.
I believe it, too. Night, Bill. Shania. That's a lady's name. All right. And then just in time, let me call in. It's been too long, haha. Justin, we're gonna go ahead and see you tomorrow. We're out of here right now. All right. So get in here earlier. All right. Fam, I think I need, if you get a chance to come up with reasons why I need not be concerned about the Cardinals. Looking at that review show yesterday, it looks like the Cardinals are only slated to win about 6 or 7 games. They've got the Cardinals losing to everybody. So I hate those. Okay. Justin, thanks for that contribution. I get the feeling that people have underestimated the Cardinals. They picked up some dogs to put on the defensive line. So Chandler Jones is not out there by himself now. I was thinking if all we got to worry about is Chandler Jones, Chandler Jones has got, if anybody's got something to worry about, it's Chandler Jones. He's got to deal with Trent Williams. If I'm Chandler Jones, I'd lose sleep that night. So, but they got a couple other guys. I am concerned about our center position. And if Garland's not playing, I am extremely worried about that. So we'll see. Oh, man. Talking man, you're right. Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy Garoppolo weapons. George Kittle, the Jet, Juice, Debo, Ayuk, Pettis, KB, Taylor, Reed, and Mostert. Makes me want to holler. Fam, please hit that like. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Niners! Super Bowl bound.